Let's have a word problem involving rational function. So find the two consecutive integers such that the sum of 1/3 of the first and 1/4 of the second is 9. Okay, so we're looking for the consecutive integers. So first, let's have a representation. So let x be the first integer. Since they are consecutive, so we can say that x plus 1 be the second integer. Okay, so the condition on the problem is that 1/3 of the first, which is the x, so 1/3 of x, and 1/4 of the second, 1/4 of the second, which is the x plus 1. Okay, if we're going to add them, they'll be equal to 9. Okay, so that is our rational equation, rather. So we have 1/3 x plus 1/4 of the second, which is the x plus 1, is equal to 9. Now, let's solve for the x, which is for us to get the first integer. So, the first thing that we can do is to eliminate the denominator. Okay, so since the denominator here is 3, 4, and 1, so we can divide them or multiply both of this side by 12. Okay, since 12 divided by 3, the answer is 4, and 4 times 1 is 4, times x is 4x. 12 divided by 4, the answer is 3, times 1 is 3, plus 3 times the group of x plus 1. Okay, is equal to 12 times 9 is 108. Then you can distribute now 3 to the group. So we have 4x plus 3 times x, we have 3x. 3 times 1 is equal to 3 is equal to 108. Then combine like terms. We will have 7x is equal to 108 minus 3. 7x is equal to 105 because 108 minus 3. Then divide both side by 7 to eliminate the numerical coefficient greater than 1 kay x so that we can get the value of the first integer. So we will have x is equal to 15. So we can say that the first integer is 15. Since they are consecutive, 15 plus 1 is 16 is the second integer. Now, we need to prove this one. Okay, we need to prove that 1/3 of the first integer, which is 15, the sum of them of the second integer, which is 1/4 of the second integer, is 16, is equal to 9. Okay, let's solve it. Kailangan mag-equal siya sa 9. If they are equal, therefore, our integers, the consecutive integers that we have is correct. Okay? So, 1 times 15 is 15 over 3. Plus, 1 times 16 is 16 all over 4 is equal to 9. 3 divided by 15, or the greatest common factor of 15 and 3 is 3. So, you will have 5. The greatest common factor of 4 and 16 is 4. And you will have 4. Add 4 and 9, you will get 9 is equal to 9. So therefore, for our conclusion, we can say that the two consecutive integers are 15 and 16. Okay, next. An express train travels 150 km in the same time that a freight train travels 100 km. If the express train goes 20 km per hour faster than the freight train, find the rate of each train. So we're looking for the speed per hour given that their distance and time. Okay, so what do you mean by express train? So these are usually they carry people. Yung mga freight train naman, they carry, sa express train, they carry passengers. Sa freight train, they carry goods. Okay, they're carrying goods. Okay, now let's do the representation. So, list down muna natin lahat ng given natin. So, we have express train and we have freight train. Okay, in terms of distance, si freight train, they can travel 150 kilometer. Sa express train. Si freight train naman, it can travel 100 kilometer. Okay, so we're looking for the rate. Sabi dyan, if the express train goes 20 kilometer per hour faster than the freight train, so rate plus 20. Mas mabilis siya ng 20. And then, si freight train is just R. Okay? Now, let's move to the time. So, if 150 kilometer ang kaya niyang i-travel over rate plus 20, mas mataas siya ng 20 kay freight train. So, si freight train is, ang time naman niya R is equal to, 100 kilometer over the rate. Okay, now we're looking for the rate. Our clue in the word problem is that the express train and the freight train travels at the same time. So we can equate 150 all over R plus 20 is equal to 100 over R. So we can get the value of the rate. Okay, by the way, this is the representation class, let R be the rate. Okay, now let's solve for this one. Let's do the cross multiplication. So we have 150 times R is equal to 100 times R plus 20. Then let's simplify. We have 150R is equal to 100R plus 2,000. Then combine like terms, we have 150R minus 100R is equal to 2,000. Then combine like terms, we have 50R is equal to 2,000. Okay, then divide both sides by 50. So we will get the rate is equal to 40. Okay, so the freight train travels 40 kilometer per hour, while the express train travel 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, so since the express train can do 20 kilometer faster than the freight train. Okay, now, how we are going to determine whether our rate is correct? Balik ulit tayo sa problem. It says there that they travel at the same time. So we have to prove this one that they are equal. So we have 150. So si express train, it can travel 150 kilometer for 60 hours. Okay? So that is R plus 20. R plus 20 is 40 plus 20 is 60. Si freight train naman, it travels 100 kilometer per 40 kilometer per. Okay, now let's simplify this one. So what is the greatest common factor of 150 and 60? So divide both of them by 30. Okay, we will get 5 all over 2. Okay, what is the greatest common factor of 40 and 100? We will have 20. So we'll have 5 over 2. Okay, so same sila ng time. Okay po. So therefore, our conclusion is the rate of speed of express train is 60 kilometer per hour, while the freight train is 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, the denominator of a fraction is 2 more than the numerator. If 1 is subtracted from both numerator and denominator, the resulting fraction has a value of 1/2. Find the original fraction. Again, let's do the representation first. So we can say that let x over y be the fraction. Okay, so balik tayo ulit sa problem to see the condition. Sabi dyan, the denominator of a fraction is 2 more than the numerator. Our numerator is x, more than 2 daw siya. Okay, so we can say that since our numerator is x, since the fraction represent as x over y, since si y daw na sa denominator is more than 2 sa numerator, so we can have x plus 2. Okay, so x all over x plus 2, where x plus 2 is the denominator, which is the y. Okay, next. If 1 is subtracted from the both numerator and denominator, so pag sinubtract daw natin si numerator ng 1 at si denominator din ng 1, kailangan daw ang resulting fraction has a value of 1/2. Okay? So let's simplify that. So we will have this one. We will have x minus 1 all over x plus 1 is equal to 1/2. Okay? Now let's do the cross multiplication for us to get the value of the numerator first, so that we can get the value of the denominator. So let's do the cross multiplication. So we have 2 times x is 2x, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, is equal to 1 times x is x, 1 times 2 is 2. Then combine like terms, 2x minus x is equal to 2 plus 2. So we have x is equal to okay, so let me correct myself. Okay, tama ba tayo na nasulat? Okay, so I see something wrong. This is x plus 1. So x plus 1, 1 times s is x, 1 times 1 is 1. Then, transpose natin si x, naging negative x. So, plus 1 minus plus 2 rather. Okay, so tama na. So, 2x minus x is x. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so our fraction is, our numerator is 3. Okay, let's write here 3. Our denominator is 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, so meaning, the original fraction is 3 over 5. Balik tayo din sa condition ng problem. The denominator of a fraction is 2 more than the numerator, which is true. Kasi si 5 ay bigger ng 2 kaysa kay 3. So, true to. Nagawa natin tong condition na to. And if 1 is subtracted from the both numerator and denominator, kailangan daw equal yun kay 1/2. Let us see. So, 3 over 5 minus 1 minus 1. So, we will have 2 all over 4 or simply 1/2, which is na-prove natin. So, therefore, the original fraction is 3 over 5.